Happy St. Patrick's Day. This is Hadley for Weird Realities, and I'm here with Scott Baker and Rich Restucci.
Howdy, I'm back.
Howdy, guys.
Sorry, guys, we've been missing y'all a lot lately. Scott and I have been a little bit busy with some stuff going on at home, but we sure have missed y'all. I'm sure that Rich and Alan kept y'all busy.
Oh yeah, he danced naked. It was great.
He
For some
danced
people.
naked.
Yeah,
Oh,
true story.
Yeah, I saw that. I had to use the zoom lens though.
Yeah, absolutely.
there was no big mic involved.
No,
All right.
but it's good
Well,
to be back. I missed you guys.
yeah, it's sad. I've been preoccupied with work, so I was really looking forward to coming back tonight. And it's St. Patrick's Day, one of my favorite holidays. Anything involving green beer is always good for me. So,
Well, the beer isn't green, but the label is. Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
it's been
I don't
difficult
drink
for a
till
lot of
later
people.
tonight. So
Yeah, me neither. Absolutely not.
and Cecil's in the house.
all
What's up,
right.
Cecil?
Hey, Cecil.
That's a
How
bunch
you
of hay
doing?
right there. Look at that.
Hey, hey, hey.
So, well, I took advantage of not going on social media, and I got a ton of stuff done. I got the German language version of one book up on pre-order. I finished the first draft of Nurse Alyssa 8, got a whole bunch of other stuff out of the way. So,
That's awesome. It's
Yeah,
amazing
I
how that lack of social media makes you productive. And
I,
yes, that's
I
like
love how
3
prolific you are. I'm having trouble just getting to the edits
uh,
to my. I haven't touched it in weeks.
uh,
I
well,
backed out of
it's
the
funny.
anthology.
Oh,
Three
I know.
hours a night on social media, and it's like I just take that
Yeah.
3 hours and do other stuff. And
Hi,
hi,
Morgana.
Hey,
Morgana.
Morgana. Two of my favorite people up in the house tonight. And there's a third, but they're lurking. I don't know who it is.
No.
So,
Alan said he'll be joining us in a minute.
all right.
Excellent.
I think
And
he got thrown with daylight savings.
it's very confusing. I heard that they're going to do away with it, though.
Yeah,
Send
they're
it.
trying.
My
They're
Send it.
trying
question
to.
is it an hour early or an hour late?
I think it's this time zone
Yeah,
that'll be permanent. Yeah.
it should
No,
go to
not
Eastern
this one.
Standard
I like the other one.
because you can sleep 1 hour later.
Yeah, Morgana's boss is a real pain.
Ah, I heard she's brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah, my wife was really upset when she heard the bill. It was like, "You mean I don't get? I lose the hour. I don't get to gain it in the in the fall."
I didn't even know it changed because half of my clocks and phone updated themselves.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What? Why? What is this?" But
Excuse me. Yeah, I have a clock in my bedroom, and it was my wife's clock, and it shoots the time on the ceiling, which is pretty nice. But I cannot figure out how to change the time.
Hi,
Hi,
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
oh, full house tonight. Hey, Jen.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I've broken the secret in that I am having a large glass of vodka and mango juice in honor of Snatch.
Yeah.
So I felt like we need to be relaxed. We need to hang out. We need to just be very comfortable tonight. Oh, and look, there's Miss Landa. Hey, Landa.
All right,
Hello.
Linda.
So,
So I finally. No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I finally got to watch Snatch.
Tina Brooks is in the house too.
Hi,
Woo.
Tina.
Hi, Tina. Kick his butt and get him in
Yep.
gear. He's slacking.
We're like we have nothing to say.
I know, quite. What did everybody do for Thanks Patrick's Day? Yeah, and let me have
Yeah.
another beer. All right. What did everybody do for St. Patrick's Day? I went to work.
I sat on my front porch and edited and was smoking a cigar. And my daughter comes out and goes, "Well," and I'm like, "Well, what?" She goes, "You got to take me to a doctor's appointment." I'm like, "Oh." So
Well, I
and
worked.
and I had my urology appointment this morning with Dr. Bendova.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna
Of
have
course,
fun with Jen. She's
I'm
gonna she's
gonna
gonna be on tonight.
of course I'm gonna tell you
We should.
Snatch is no rock and roller. I loved that movie.
Yeah, it's a good flick.
That is a
It is.
great, and I think I liked it because the actors.
I
Gerard
don't
Butler's
know.
funny.
I love Guy Ritchie movies. I was
Yep.
really kind of disappointed in King Arthur for the sake of it didn't really keep with the mythology, but I still liked it because it has a certain cadence to it that it just has a rhythm, and I just love it. We need more Guy Ritchie's. Take a
Guy
drink.
Ritchie's. Oh
If
shit.
we're gonna do that, let me go get my bottle of Jack Daniels.
Guy
I'll
Ritchie's
strap
always got a
myself
fast
in
pace
so I
for his
don't fall
films.
out of the chair.
My son's across the room playing video games. He's playing Elden Ring right now, and I'm gonna try and have him get my beers for me.
Uh,
They're dogs you can train to do that.
Yeah, I had a dog that did that, but he drank all my beer.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say.
Had to get rid of him.
Come on, Alan. Alan Gamboa needs to be in the house.
He's coming. He's coming.
I didn't even know Guy Ritchie did a King Arthur version.
He did. It stars Charlie Hunnam
Yeah.
from Sons of Anarchy. It was pretty good.
It was okay.
Like I said, it had some really good effects in it, some really good special effects, some very eye-catching stuff. But it was no Snatch.
I found a movie that we ought to do sometime in the future. It's free, and here he comes. It's free on Amazon. It's a romantic zom-com, Eat Brains Love.
That sounds awesome.
Except you don't
Hey.
get it. Hey, Alan.
Hey,
Except
Alan
you don't-
Gamboa in
Wait,
the
Jamie?
house.
You
Jamie's
don't
here.
get turned. You don't get
Place is
turned by
hopping.
being bitten. You get turned by sex.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so
What did I walk
got his
into?
attention.
I'm sorry. I was thinking it was 7 p.m. my time, and I was just chilling with Tina. We're just like ba-ba-da-ba-bum. And my phone dinged, and I happened to look over. Scott says, "Are you joining us tonight?" And I was like, "Holy shit!" So I'm joining you.
Well,
we
that's
know.
good, thank you.
I'm not even going to say that. But let's just say it involves Snatch as to why Alan's late.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Continue. Like I was here.
Well, Scott was talking about zombie sex. So
Oh, yeah. I don't know much about that.
We were saying Happy St. Patrick's Day, that we'd all missed each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tina's saying yes, that's why she was on early and Alan was on late.
I know. My computer is in my backpack because I took it to work the other day, and so I had to plug that in, and I had to reset my Facebook password. So it was just a mess.
I have no idea what my Facebook password is. Absolutely none.
Well, that's why. Okay, so this week my laptop fell, and when it fell, my headphones were plugged into it, and so the plug snapped off into the headphone jack.
Oh, no.
So I've got a new laptop, but I can't remember my password to my Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna wait till I have some time to get on the phone with them to find out what that number is. In the meantime, I'm on the old headset, so
Now,
it's
now
probably.
let's be honest. Did the laptop fall, or was it pushed by a furry little ball of energy?
Well, let's just say Boudreaux is at that age where he needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
So there's lots of energy, lots of bouncing.
That's funny. That's what my wife. That's what my
Rich's
wife is saying about
password?
me.
Now you get that backwards. It's 3-2-1 snatch.
You see that? I can only be infected by men.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I covered my eyes because I was busy. I couldn't.
Well, that's-
couldn't help you with that one.
Well, there's two of you, so
Okay, so who is starting? I don't know if we want to start with Snatch or we just want to wait till the end. We want to which
Well,
one? Which one?
You
What do
always
wanna
want to
do?
start with snatch, so let's have Scott do it.
He's frozen.
Oh,
Yes.
he's frozen.
That's his Snatch face.
No, I'm still trying to figure out that plot of that movie. That's intertwined so much.
Well, let's start with Snatch, and that way we can take a little break afterwards.
Excuse me.
It shouldn't be very long, right?
Maybe
Should be
take a break, have a cigarette.
Well, it depends
should
on
be
how
a
old you are.
Should be a fast review.
Scott, why don't you take the reins? We've missed you for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Oh my God! All right. Snatch is a classic Guy Ritchie crime heist movie. I had to watch it twice because I lost. The plot is so unusual. It begins with a heist at a Yiddish bank in Antwerp where they steal an 86 carat diamond. And what was it? Frankie is the thief.
Yeah, Frankie Four Fingers. Yeah.
Frankie
Frankie
Four
Four
Fingers
Fingers,
steals
yeah.
it. So Frankie is told by one of the other thieves, "Hey, my brother Boris, just go by. He'll give you some guns free. Don't worry about it." The guy calls up Boris and says, "Yeah, this guy's coming by on his way back to New York. Steal the 86 carat diamond." It's not as simple as that, because when he gets there, he's told. Boris says to him, "Do me a favor. Would you place a bet for me with this guy? He knows me. He doesn't like me. Just go in, drop off the money," knowing that Frankie is a gambling addict. And I'm trying to now remember the other part of it. I'm telling you, this movie confused me.
That's the thing with Guy Ritchie is they go in
Yeah.
and out. I mean, I love the way they're wrapped around. What's Morgana saying?
There's like 4 of them in a row. Boom, 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 snatch, boom.
Oh, Morgana, wait. You might get there yet.
We'll
Don't
get
worry.
there.
It's not like when I was
a third movie.
Snatch is
And,
all over the place today. Not like when I was a teenager.
And
Anyway.
I'm trying to remember how Jason Statham got involved in this. Oh, Jason Statham he runs Mikey, I think. No, it was George, a boxer.
Mhm.
So he's gonna go out with Big Thick or something.
Big Thick. Oh, you're really that Snatch has got you in your mind. Wasn't it something George? I saw this movie.
Handsome
a while
George?
back.
Was it Handsome?
No.
He
The
was handsome or gorgeous.
Yeah, something like that.
maybe
right?
Gorgeous George. So he's got a boxer who's going to fight one of Gorgeous George's guys and go down in the 4th round. It's all said. He's going to make a ton of money from this. So, but first he decides he needs an office. So he sends his boxer Gorgeous George, and he sends his buddy to a Irish gypsy encampment to buy a trailer. They get ripped off. And not only do they get ripped off, but Brad Pitt's character gets into a bare knuckle fist fight with George and wipes him out.
Knocks him out one
So-
punch.
One punch.
One punch.
So, I'm sorry. I am horrible at this. My mind is not working tonight. So the Jason Statham character goes and says, "All right, I'll make a deal with you. You can keep the money you ripped off from me. I'll buy your mother a nice trailer. You just got to come and fight. You knocked out George. You got to come fight for me. Go down in the 4th round. Everything's fine." He agrees. I think he agrees. It's hard to tell. You can't understand his language in that. I love the fact that they even made it so bad that the subtitles couldn't be read.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. He winds up punching out the guy. The head of the boxing thing loses tons of money.
Bricktop.
Yep.
Not to
Bricktop
be
is the
Wow,
gangster
that's
that
the
runs
guy I was
everything.
thinking
Yeah.
of.
Not to be confused with Carrot Top.
No. So now I'm
Though he
oh,
was a ginger.
so Boris has arranged for these 3 local idiotic thugs to rob Frankie when he gets to the betting area, the betting pool. They screw this thing up absolutely royally. I mean, they make the Three Stooges look intelligent. They wind up kidnapping Frankie, but they piss off Bricktop, who's now coming to look for them because they stole a shitload. They stole a ton of money from the gambling ring, and it all comes together into this. You've got these three separate plot lines working into each other. You've got really good criminals that know what they're doing. You got a bunch of jerks who can't figure out what they're doing. But I loved the ending of it. When
Sylvester, hey.
Hey, Sylvester.
Hey, Sylvester.
Hey, Sylvester.
Snatch. Yeah, you gotta love Snatch. And I love the end of it. I don't want to give it away when it comes together and you find out the smartest one of the group is the one that wasn't really the criminals after all. It was One Punch and his Irish gypsies.
This is the thing with Guy Ritchie movies is there so many plots that weave in and
Yes.
out, and they work, and they work. You know,
And it's fast.
It's and I love that about Guy Ritchie movies.
Yeah.
And the cast in this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It is.
Just the main, you have Benicio del Toro, the late Dennis Farina, Jason Fleming, Stephen Graham, who plays Turkish Jason Statham's sidekick, Lenny James from The Walking Dead, or Fear the Walking Dead,
Yes.
Vinnie Jones,
Vinnie Jones.
and of course, Brad Pitt. I mean, you have such a cast. Plus the other characters, you know, the guy that played Bricktop and just the other ones. It's to me, it's his best work.
I think I'm gonna have to agree. This movie is incredible. It has a rhythm to it that is. I mean, it's like jazz. It's just got it, and it's funky and it's cool, and even the stories about the making of the movie are just as effing cool as the movie is. Like, talking about Vinnie Jones, they were talking about, like, Vinnie Jones is, like, the nicest guy. Guy Ritchie was talking about how he loaned him money when he went to Hollywood to pitch it. I mean, I'm sorry, I got background noise going.
That's
We like the
fine.
dogs. We like the dogs.
I think Vinnie Jones was a professional footballer.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
I think he was.
He is a like 100% hooligan. I mean, brawler. I think they had to bail him out of jail when they were doing movie stuff. But I mean, this movie. It really made a big difference, I think, in the way movies went forward. You know, this came out, was it around the same time as, was it the Quentin Tarantino, like when everything was Quentin Tarantino and then this came out?
Right.
I think
To
so. I
me,
think it came out around 2000.
to me, he puts together a better tell than Tarantino
does.
does.
Oh, yeah,
does.
totally.
It's more organic, you know.
Well, this was made, I think, after Lock, Stock, and Smoke and Barrels.
Yeah.
And since then, he's made a number of good movies. I did not know that he made, was it Aladdin?
Oh, did he really?
Well, he
think-
made Rock and Roller, didn't he?
Rock
Yeah, he
and roll.
made Rock and Roller, but I mean, I think he made Disney's Aladdin.
I know
swear.
I did not know that.
he made.
I'm going to have to look real quick, but I think that's a true
Yeah,
fact.
that's what I'm doing.
Get up right now. I get the fast thumbs. Guy
He
Ritchie,
made King
IMDb.
Arthur, but that wasn't.
Yeah.
You know.
King Arthur was good, but it wasn't what it could have been. I mean,
Yep.
it was Guy Ritchie making King Arthur.
I didn't like it. It was okay. I didn't like it that much.
He did
He
Aladdin.
made the Man from Uncle. Oh,
Man from
we'll forgive
Uncle.
him for that.
Yeah, Man from Uncle stank.
Well, the Madonna years weren't that kind.
He did the screenplay for Aladdin, but I think he did it for the live action movie, not the
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That was 2019.
Yeah.
He did Wrath of Man with Jason Statham too. And I'm looking
Yeah,
at
that's
a
not
few
bad.
more. And one of the ones I'm looking at is the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That
Ooh.
looks. I think I know where that's going. That's going to be something like the League of Gentlemen there.
Oh yeah, that hasn't come out yet.
No, it's
So no-
it doesn't even
British
have a.
military
It's just
recruits
announced.
a small group of highly skilled soldiers to strike the Nazis behind enemy lines.
Yeah,
That's my type
Yeah.
of movie.
me too.
Throw Brad Pitt in there, and you.
Yeah, right.
Now his Sherlock Holmes movies were great.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know that I saw it.
you haven't seen with Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh no, I did see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
those
is
are
that the
his.
one with Robert Downey? That's good.
Yeah,
yeah, it was
those are his.
okay.
Yeah.
He likes certain actors and he uses them, again and again.
Jason
Yep.
Statham.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What was Revolver? I think was Jason Statham's first movie with him,
It may have been.
and Revolver was okay, but you could see how he evolved. The storytelling's still there, where you're just caught in these plots. And
Right.
Everybody's got their own schemes, and some are victims and some are not.
He crushed it with Snatch, though.
Yeah.
To me, the two best things about well,
So he kegled it with Snatch, right?
yeah,
Chris.
I'm trying to. I was about to say the two best things about Snatch were
I know. I was queuing up for a
Um,
response.
oops, are
Uh-oh.
the fact that Turkish is just Hey, Dylan. Turkish
Hey, Dylan.
is just
Dylan.
Hey,
so,
Dylan.
like uncaring. He's like, oh yeah, they might kill us for this.
Yeah.
the Germans.
Yeah,
He was so callous, and he was like, all right, well, we might die now. And the thing is, of all the people that he's the one that can actually kill everybody, like hand to hand, he's tough. But the other thing was the way that the Travelers, which was Brad Pitt's gypsies, the way
Yeah.
they were portrayed. Everybody thought that they were these idiots that didn't know how to do anything, and they were the smartest of the bunch.
Mhm.
Every one of them was like super intelligent.
Yeah.
Bricktop, who's he's like the lead British gangster. He sends a bunch of people to like kill a bunch of the Travelers if the new fight doesn't go his way, and they just are totally ready for them, and they have a bunch of shotguns and they take care of business. And I just
And
thought
then he
Brad
bets-
Pitt's
and then-
character.
And then
I'm sorry.
One Punch bets on himself
Yep.
and wins a fortune
Yep.
off of it. Yeah.
It was the way it was set up was great.
And
I just did.
and the other thing I liked about the two movies, I've not seen any of the others, is the
Get off her head.
unintentional bad guys that get wrapped up in all of this and their lives go to hell. They come out at the end because Jason Statham and his buddy got the dog that swallowed the diamond. So after everything, there was a happy ending for them.
I like when Lenny James and his partner see him go by with a dog as they're being arrested.
Yep.
Or questioned about the body in their trunk. And this scene where Benicio del Toro's stuck in the back of that van. And- I'm Alan. I can't confirm or deny.
Well, Alan's turning red, so
I was going to say the blush tells it all. Well, like I said, I can't say enough good things about Snatch.
Who
I have
who
to.
can't?
we didn't know. Sadly, we didn't know.
It is. There's so many stories within the stories, and as an author who loves to read or watch good characters done well, you can't beat this. The
can't beat
names.
Snatch.
You can't beat Snatch. Well, you can beat. Well, that's a whole other story. But anyway,
What? Oh, let's put this story on. It's more interesting than what we're saying, obviously.
I think we need a different rating for that.
Yeah.
I have to pay extra for that, but
Yeah. That's the $6.99 version. No, seriously though, the characters are so well done, and the names. I love that. As silly as these names are, those characters are badass.
Well, I wanted to know why Jason Statham was named Turkish. Don't beat us.
I don't know why that never came up. I don't know.
I don't. And same with the next movie. It's
1, 2.
yeah, Mr. 1-2. That doesn't sound very fun.
no.
Whichever context it's in. But they never explain the names. I mean, some of them are obvious, but like, Turkish and what was his partner's name? I can't remember I know the actor's name, Stephen Graham, but I can't remember his character he played. But Yeah, this is a fun movie. It's one that really you pay attention to what's going on. If you don't, you get lost.
Yeah. Well, I had to watch it twice.
Yeah.
All right. So I just looked up why was Turkish called Turkish in Snatch, and they do mention this in the movie. A man called Turkish, Jason Statham, named after the airline his parents met on. Is
Yes.
the film's narrator.
Wow.
I had forgotten that, but they did mention it.
Okay.
I Google it and I come up with Guy Ritchie likes to travel to Turkey.
Maybe.
That's what DuckDuckGo says.
Maybe it's Turkey.
Yes, Turkey.
Our good friend Turkey.
We don't talk to Turkey. He's a bad guy.
Yes.
But no, let's go through some of these names, okay? We've got well, we talked about Bricktop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got Boris the Blade,
Yeah.
Bullet Tooth Tony, Duck the Head, Frankie Four Fingers, who else? Like Gorgeous George. I mean, those are great names.
Mm.
But most actors wouldn't. Most writers wouldn't put that many names like that in one story.
That's true. It confuses people.
But not Guy Ritchie,
No.
and it
Was it-
works. It works for him.
And you didn't know them by any other name.
Right.
Well, there was one other name for Brad Pitt, but I guess Scott was saying earlier that we can't say that on
Yes,
StreamYard, or we could get banned.
My
Oh,
brother-in-law got banned from Fastbook because of that.
Oh wow.
Farce book.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I guess we'll. That'll be
So,
a
who was
secret.
your favorite character?
It's a tough call. I mean, I like Turkish, but Lenny James. I like Brad Pitt's character. I really do.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
tough to-
You should
tough
watch
to-
some of the background story. I watched a documentary on Guy Ritchie talking about how bad Brad Pitt was, and they thought they were going to have to cut his part. He had asked to be in the next movie that Guy Ritchie made after seeing Lock, Stock, and Smoking Bear, whatever. Anyway, like I said, this
Right.
is what happens when I drink. It just gets worse. But yeah, so he couldn't get the lines down, and it's really interesting to see that actually worked, and that it's one of the strong parts of the movie.
Yeah, it was great. He was hilarious. I mean, you couldn't understand a damn thing he said, and that was the idea of it. And you're sitting there and you listen, and you're like, "What was that? What did he say?" And you can rewind it, listen to it again. What did he say? So to me, that's fantastic. The way he just nailed it. And if you've ever actually heard someone speaking like that, that's exactly what you do. You're like, what did he say? So
Well, I got a
thought
kick
he
out of
nailed
the fact that the subcaption for it just would have question marks because they couldn't even figure it out.
Well, one of my favorite scenes was when the mother's caravan is burning,
Oh yeah.
and you just have that look in his eye, and it's gonna get interesting. But I mean,
You'll pay for it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you knew Bricktop was evil because he fed people to pigs, and the way his character was. But that really cemented the deal of him being a bad guy.
Yeah.
Killing, burning his mother alive.
Yeah. So there was no remorse for what they were going to do now. You were in on it. You're like, yes, do this, please.
And that was what I thought was brilliant. He wins the fight and gets all the money. The Travelers take out Bricktop's entire squad.
Yeah.
And then
It
he
was
takes out
well done.
Bricktop.
Yeah.
It was funny though. I love.
Oh, we need to hang out, Jennifer.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Scott.
I loved Lenny James. He's my favorite character on Fear the Walking Dead. But oh my God, it was so hard to see him as such a buffoon in this one.
I had to look it up to make sure that was him.
Yeah.
Because I just wasn't sure.
My favorite scene was when the three of them go into the pub and they try to steal it from Bullet Tooth.
Yeah.
And he just toys with them. That was just brilliant.
It says fake on the side. an accent.
I resemble that comment there, Tina.
Jennifer, you have a sick, twisted sense of humor. That's why we
Yeah,
love
yeah, we need to hang out.
Why do y'all think she's my best friend?
Yeah, we lost Alan.
you. I know.
Maybe he ran out of battery.
That's what they're calling it.
Oh, I see.
That's what they're calling it now. It looks like y'all are looking at each other too. Like you've got a little secret.
Oh, but he's on the left on my screen, so I'm looking left.
Look the other way, and Scott looked the other way. See? It kills me. Sorry. Snatch.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Lenny James is in. Have you seen the movie Sahara? He
No.
plays the an evil general or colonel or something in Sahara, and it's great. That was the first thing I remember seeing him in, and he played it really well. And that movie just got torn up. It's a Matthew McConaughey movie.
Yeah.
And it got
Yeah, that's
torn
the
up.
one
And
with
I thought it was a good movie. I liked it.
Is it the plane movie? Or no?
Yeah, they make a I don't know, skateboard, I guess you can call it, a windsurfer out of destroyed planes. Him and Steve Zahn. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Gabriel Ribisi's in it. He's the weird guy. Is that the one?
Giovanni Ribisi. I don't remember him in that
He
movie.
had like a blonde. He dyed his hair blonde, and he was like the weird engineer guy who made the.
No, you're talking about that's the Dennis Quaid movie, which is a remake
Yes.
of a movie. I can't remember what it was called, but it was good. That was good too. But Sahara's there.
Welcome back, Alan.
Welcome back, my friend.
This time thing messed me up. My battery went dead.
Oh, no.
I thought I had time, but sorry.
We were just talking about the movie Sahara with Lenny
Oh.
James was in it as the bad guy, and it's
That's
a Matthew McConaughey, Steve Zahn movie. And I don't think Giovanni Ribisi's not in that one. He's in the one with Dennis
you're
Quaid.
right. It's the one with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, that's a completely different thing. This one is they're looking for an old
Hey,
Civil
Jamie.
War
Hey,
ironclad
Jamie.
that's in the middle of Nigeria, and they're trying to go get it. It was really funky. It had gone up a river, 100 years ago, and Matthew McConaughey is obsessed with it. And it's about what happens along the way.
It's not a
Really good.
horrible movie. It's not a horrible movie, but if you read the book has this big fight at this Foreign Legion cast fort.
No.
I mean, it's missing stuff like that. So I was
All the-
disappointed in a way.
All
love the
all
book.
those Clive Cussler, the Dirk, what was it Dirk
Dirk
what's his
Diggler.
name? Dirk. No.
Dirk Pitt.
Of
Dirk
course,
Snatch?
Alan had to come
Dirk
up
Pitt,
here and
that's who it
snatch.
is. Yeah.
I got
All
Snatch
those
on the
books are
brain.
great.
I
Well,
mean,
it was a good
I
movie.
mean, wait a minute. Never mind. I
Oh
get in trouble.
boy.
Yes, I have a Snatch on the brain. How's that? That'll work. Anyway, yeah, it's a fun movie to watch. But
It is
if you read, I was disappointed with the book. I mean,
with the
the
movie because of the
adaptations,
book. Yeah.
yes.
So I saw the movie before I read the book. So I was
Okay.
like, ooh, the movie's great. And then I read the book and I was like, damn it, book's better.
Yeah.
Porn more.
We are surrounded today.
So our next Guy Ritchie movie is.
Wait a minute, we didn't rate this one.
Oh,
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay,
give it,
rate it.
Scott?
Oh,
Hey, Whitney.
going in. What the heck? We're going to get banned anyways. I always give a good 5 to Good Snatch.
All right.
It
Alan?
was a good movie. It was a fun movie. It was really enjoyable.
I wanted to say something, but I'm not going to. I would give this Snatch a 5.
Wow, this could be one of our highest rated snatches because I'm going to give it a 5 too.
Yeah.
I mean, movies. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 too. What do you say, Hadley?
Good Snatch all the way around. Solid 5.
Wow.
Are you broadcasting from a submarine tonight?
You missed the story. My laptop fell and my headset broke off in it, so I'm having to use the old school headset with the microphone. I've got a really bad sinus infection, so I'm moving it. So y'all don't hear me snuffle. I'm moving the
Ah,
microphone
gotcha.
up.
Gotcha. Thought you were on the Hunley or something. Oh no. We're talking
Somebody's
about
in
the
trouble.
movie. No, I don't have enough numbers, babe.
Good save.
And your
Good
daughter's
save.
listening. Your daughter's listening. Uh, his, wow. Anyway,
Anyway,
so
so rock and
are we
roll.
moving? Rock and
Yeah.
roll. Rock and roll
Yeah,
it
you do
is,
it.
right? I mean,
You start.
all right. All right. This one has just a huge cast, and it's another caper movie. It's got Gerard Butler and Idris Elba are partners in their. They have a small gambling. I want to say like a casino, but it's a like a lounge or whatever they call it there, and they want to uh, expand. I believe. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, and so they borrow money from um, Tom Wilkinson. I can't remember his character's name, who is the head of the
Lenny
outfit there.
Lenny Cole.
Huh? Lenny
Lenny
Cole,
Cole was his name.
who's the head of one of the outfits there. I like how they call them outfits instead of gangs or mobs. It's so classy sounding, the outfit. And so Lenny Cole screws him over. He doesn't. He doesn't want to lend him the money to expand. He just wants to keep him down because they work for him, and he wants to keep him down. And crap, I'm trying to. There's a big twist with Mark Strong plays his Lenny Cole's right hand man. And gosh, is somebody else? Can somebody else tell this movie? Because it's just so
Yeah.
many strings. You want to do that, Rich? Because it's just
Sure, I can do it.
I,
So,
I'm lost.
Jason
I lost
Statham.
myself.
It's okay, buddy. It happens. Jason Statham and Idris Elba are 1-2 in Mumbles, and they have their driver, Handsome Bob, who is played by none other than
Tom Hardy.
Tom
who you got?
Hardy.
Tom Hardy. I know Hadley loves Tom Hardy. Uh, so it was that right there. Just those three alone would have sold this movie for me. It's an absolutely fantastic movie. And what they try to do is they're trying to get into the real estate business, and
That's what it is.
yeah, exactly. And Lenny Cole is sort of the overseer of a bunch of outfits, which are gangs in London in that area. And Lenny Cole is also trying to get into he's in the real estate business, and he's trying to make it big with this Russian sort of oligarch type of guy. And his accountant Stella, who's played by Tandiwi Newton, is also part of it. Tandiwi Newton is the Russian guy's I guess you call her an accountant. And he's trying to use this corrupt counselor, Lenny is, to get all these things done. And what Lenny does to the Wild Bunch, which is 1-2 and Mumbles, he does everything he can to slow them down because he knows they're going to owe him the money afterwards, and he's just trying to keep them down. And so there's this painting that the Russian loans to Lenny because he thinks it's a good luck thing, and then the painting gets stolen by who turns out later on it's Lenny Cole's stepson, and he's the rock and roller of the movie. He's this rocker that everybody sort of loves, and then he dies on a boat, except he didn't die. He didn't fall off the boat. He's a meth head, a drug addict, and Lenny hates him. So everything sort of comes to a head, and the painting plays a big part of it. And the Russian ends up being a really, really tough bad guy, and he has his stooge smash Lenny with a what do you call it, a golf club, and without trying to wreck it for anybody, Lenny gets caught and sort of put forward as someone who sort of turned everybody in. He was an informant to I don't know, I guess Scotland Yard, and he would rat on all of the people to try to get them in jail for a little while so that he could keep going and doing what he was going to do. And Mark Strong, who is Lenny's right hand man, and he's a tough bastard,
I loved him.
he finds out that Lenny did that to him as well. And then it all gets real right at the end of the movie. And one of the things Lenny liked to do was tie people up in a chair and sink them into the Thames to try to drown them, or get information out of them. And so it ends up happening to him too. So, like I said, this movie is great, fantastic, lots of twists and turns, fantastic
Yes.
cast.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Highly
You have
recommend.
you have Gerard Butler, Tom Hardy, Tom Wilkinson,
Yes.
Dandy Newton, Mark Strong, Idris Elba, Jeremy Piven,
Yeah,
Ludacris, and Gemma Artisan, who was
Yeah.
in The Girl with All the Gifts.
Artisan. Yeah,
So I mean, you have such, and plus some of the other ones that played, the smaller characters. It's a great cast. The movie worked smoothly, and the twist was good.
I loved the end of it when you found out that the rat that everybody was like trying to figure out turned out to be Tom Wilkinson, the guy in charge,
Lenny Cole.
Lenny Cole, and his son that he hated, that he abused, that he beat, was the one who ratted him out and blew the whole thing up. I love the scene in the elevator when he's telling the two guys, this is what's going to happen to you. This is how they're going to take you out. And by the time the elevator reached the bottom, the two of them realized what was going on and the whole thing switched. I think that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was. I'm trying to remember his name. Toby
one?
Kibble. Toby Kibble.
Yeah, Toby
played
Kebbell's
his
Johnny
son.
Quid. Yeah,
Johnny
Johnny Quid's the
Quid.
musician, the actual rock and roller.
Yeah.
And he's got an HBO Apple TV series right now. It's like Rosemary's Baby type of show.
Oh,
on
really?
Apple TV. I can't think
I
of the
did
name
not
of it
know
right
that.
now. It's like 2 seasons in, but he's pretty good. Mark Strong's great. I mean, I'm a big Mark Strong fan, and he's one of the few actors that like to wear his head shaved, and he wore a hairpiece for that one. But he likes, he's balding and he likes to shave his head. So kudos.
I have, though, one flaw with the movie. I think Rich and I talked about this once. Near the end, the Russian goes in, sees his painting in the accountant's apartment, realizes she's bad, has her killed. If the Russian gets his painting back, how can Archie give it to the kid at the end of the movie?
Well, Rich and I looked that up, and there was a sequel plan. This is supposed to be a trilogy.
Right.
So there was a sequel plan. So there was going to be some, because remember what it cost. They say what it cost you the painting, and they said an arm and a leg. So maybe I'm thinking Gerard Butler came in at the last minute and saved her. Maybe, but
or he didn't save her, and Archie came in and it cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
It works if it's a trilogy and like, oh, we gotta. But as a one-shot movie that they never made the sequel, it falls flat.
I don't know why they never finished the trilogy up, because it made
money.
Yeah, I mean it made enough, but probably not enough,
and probably not getting all the actors and actresses back.
Oh, can you imagine with some of these guys? I mean, it'd be hard. Idris Elba alone would probably cost you an arm and a leg.
Yep. Yeah, but if they could have gotten the actors from both films, Snatch and Rock and Roller, the surviving the ones that didn't get killed, just to merge, that would have been fantastic. Would have been like Avengers Endgame.
Avengers West End game. Now, here's some trivia for you on the sex scene in there. They did a montage because Gerard Butler had a throat infection at the time, and Dandy Newton didn't want to kiss him. So, so they did a montage where there wasn't any kissing involved. Just, somewhere people were thinking, oh, they didn't kiss if anyone was paying attention.
Well, it's another classic, and I love everything about this movie. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's just Guy Ritchie just has a gift.
Yeah.
That's in order to get this many people that are that good to do these movies, you know that it's got to be gold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jason Statham turned down a role in this for Death Race. He was filming Death Race.
I bet he hates
it. That was a brilliant move.
All right. I like the Death Race movie.
I did too.
I liked it.
It wasn't like the original, but it was.
No.
It's
the
a good time
original with David Carradine and Sylvester Stallone.
Machine Gun Joe refuses to admit he was in that movie.
Isn't that crazy? They own it, man.
See, Jason Statham to me, my favorite character is the one when he was the butthead CIA agent against working with Melissa McCarthy in that spy movie.
Yeah.
I can't think of that. Oh my god!
It's called Spy.
Yeah, I
The
think it was called
Spy.
Spy.
And the funny thing was, I knew assholes like him when I was in the agency. My wife's like, "Oh, come on, he's over the top." It's like, no, he's not.
That was fun.
Well, I loved the Handsome Bob sequence. That whole
Oh, yeah.
thing was just hilarious to me. And to see these macho men play these roles, and Gerard Butler is notorious for being such a macho man. So
Yeah. Well, Tina and I were watching it, and that
I apologize for the breathing. I'm getting text messages about my breathing.
We
I
don't
told y'all
mind the
I'm
heavy
sick.
breathing, but the text message.
Yeah, I'm sick.
we're not
I'm
watching
sorry.
Snatch. We're talking
I
rock and
know.
roll.
Damn it! You beat me by
Talking-
1
talking
second.
Tom Hardy and Gerard Butler.
That's what
my
she said.
My fangirl. just-
Anyway, that scene where Gerard Butler and Tom Hardy are talking about what Tom Hardy being gay. That was some good acting because they both look like realistic. How you would react to guys like that. One guy saying you're gay, and the other guy, yeah, and I want you. So I thought that was pretty good. That part between those two guys. Heavy
Me too.
breathing and Guy Ritchie. Duh.
Yeah, it was really well played, and the fact that Tom Hardy is gay, and he's also he's the handsome guy, and he gets all the girls, and he
Right.
just doesn't want anybody to know he's gay. But at the end of the movie, you figure Idris Elba has figured out the whole thing. He's like, of course we know he's gay. You're the only one who's telling Gerard Butler. You're the only one who didn't know he was gay.
And
So
that he just wanted him to end up slow dancing with him. Because
Exactly.
you're wondering what was but what did Idris Elba do? Because he did something for him too. Because they're both like, yeah, this is something a mate would do, and he's like, what'd you do? And he didn't answer. So it's
I
like,
remember that. Yeah,
That's what's so beautiful about the way it was written.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
well, Tom Hardy, even being an action actor, he was really comfortable when he slides in on that couch with the other gay,
Mm-hmm.
the Teddy Newton's husband, the other gay guy.
Yep.
And he just seemed so comfortable in that scene. It wasn't like acting.
No, he
You know?
made it. He killed it.
Yeah.
Well, I think
So-
Tom Hardy's one of the best actors of our day. I really do. I think he's great
he's
in
great.
everything he touches.
He's great. Watch Taboo. Watch
I was
Taboo on
gonna
it.
say, did you see Taboo? Because he wrote that.
Did
Oh, I
he?
didn't know he wrote it.
Oh, wow.
His father wrote it, I think.
It was supposed to have another season, but it never
was, but
happened.
It was very dark.
I think you guys are
Yeah.
thinking
the
of
TV people couldn't
different
stand it.
taboo movie that I'm thinking of. Oh,
It takes place
Kind
like
of
in the
full
Victorian
circle to
era.
Snatch. Yeah,
Yeah, a different one, Rich.
different.
Yeah.
Different rating.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This one had some raunchy
This
scenes
one,
in it.
yeah, this one had the I guess sister brother love thing
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was dark. It was
Actually,
dark,
the movie I'm
dark.
talking about has a little sister brother love going on too. Huh. All right, moving on.
So this movie was just to me it's his second. To me, my second favorite movie of his. Oh yeah, Morgana, you saw it. It's a good series. Taboo.
I liked it a little better than Snatch.
Did you? Well, it was more engaging in a way. I thought.
It was more engaging, but I liked the actors better.
Yeah.
I loved Wilkinson. I loved Gerard Butler. I loved Mark Strong in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Archie.
And
Mark-
the kid who played the junkie, the rock and roller.
Yeah.
Oh
Toby
my
Gilroy.
god! I don't know who he was, but he was a brilliant actor.
Oh, you've seen him in a lot of stuff.
You
have
have-
you
have
seen
you-
the movie War Horse?
War Horse.
No,
War Horse. Oh my God, you got to watch War Horse. It's we got to do War Horse next week.
what's War Horse?
War Horse is about. Oh, this is going to be a huge rabbit hole. War Horse is about this kid in Ireland,
Harry Potter.
and he finds this. We'll just say he acquires this beautiful horse. Long story short, excuse me. The horse gets taken for World War I, brought over to mainland Europe.
All right.
And it's about the story's about what happens to the horse and the people that touch its life. And it's about how the kid finally gets back to the horse later on. It's I think it's a Disney movie, um,
I think
and
so.
it's fantastic. It's
It's
I
absolutely
know
based
which.
on
fantastic.
a
I never
play.
seen it, but now I know which one you're talking
Oh,
about.
it's absolutely, it's one of my favorite movies.
It's
The no man's land scenes for World War One are just
yes.
phenomenal.
It's a good movie. It's
But
definitely.
the horse is like galloping across no man's land. It gets stuck in barbed wire, and Toby Kebbell is one of the guys that goes out there to try to free it with some cutters. And there's a German guy that comes out, and they're talking, and they shake hands and stuff, and they both free. I mean, they're enemies, and they both free the horse.
You're
And
gonna make
I
me
mean,
cry thinking about it. It is a
it's
beautiful movie.
it is a beautiful movie. The cinematography is phenomenal,
All right.
and it's really heartbreaking. A lot of it. I'm not going to wreck it for anybody, but this is a movie that it should be like top of your list to see if you haven't seen
All
it
right.
already.
I'll have to
Yeah,
watch
it's
it.
Great.
Hey Scott, another movie that Toby Kebbell is in, I know you've seen, was Kong of Skull Island.
Yeah.
He
I
I
tried to
know.
forget that one.
well, he plays the guy that's gonna go fly in the airlines, and he gets separated from everybody. And you think,
Yep.
oh, this guy's gonna make it, and then that thing eats him.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Skull thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, the skull thingy. Yeah.
I
So
recommend for if you liked Snatch and you liked Rock and Roller, The Gentleman is a Guy Ritchie 2019 release, and it's very enjoyable.
I haven't seen that one
Yep.
yet.
It's based on some things that did happen.
Huh.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm sure they
Spielberg.
took poetic license, but like I said, it's a great film. I highly
Yeah.
recommend it.
Yeah, I think it was a goat. I think it was War Goat, and they had to make it sexy, so they turned it into a horse. War horse.
War goat.
War Goat didn't sell.
Yeah. Well, if it was a war goat, it would have been bad.
In this country, it didn't sell.
Oh.
Uh, so where are we at, folks? Where are
I think it's time to rate Rock and Roller. I'm gonna go ahead and give that another 5.
Yeah,
I
me too.
absolutely love this movie.
Yeah,
Me too.
it was good. I'm now a Guy Ritchie fan. I had not seen any of his movies before these two, and I'm anxious now to see that World War II one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Watch Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. That's pretty good.
Okay.
It's one of his first ones. So's Revolver, and so they're not quite as great as these ones are. You
I
know,
don't
watch
that
them
I've
with
seen
subtitles.
Revolver.
Revolver is a weird one. It's a Jason Statham. And I can't remember who else is in it. Vinnie Jones might be in it. I don't know. He was in a lot of his
The
movies.
Gentleman is, like I said, it's a 2019 Guy Ritchie. A lot of the same cast, a lot of the same feel. It's not as polished as this. And just before we get off the topic, I want to go back and say, to me, the difference between Snatch and Rock and Roller is that Snatch was more raw, and by the time we got to Rock, just don't even go there. I don't even mean to say it. By the time we get to Rock and Roller, it's more finesse. He's kind of polished his style that he's got. But,
Sometimes you got to finesse
Finesse
that
the
raw
snatch.
snatch.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got to work with it. He's got to smooth it out.
You gotta rock and roll the snatch.
Scott's just laughing. But yes, I'm giving both of them a 5. It's a first for
Thank
me.
you, Jennifer.
You're bad.
Oh, Snatch. Yes.
Yep, that gets a 5.
Now, hey, before I forget, there's a series on AMC. Practice makes perfect. Yeah. There's
My
a
wife
AMC.
disagrees, but
They have AMC has a new series. It's a spaghetti western. It's called Dirty Black Bag, and it is just this homage to Sergio Leone, Clint Eastwood type of movies. If you like those, we're one episode in and we're digging it.
I wanted to ask if anyone had seen the Snatch series.
No,
I haven't either.
yes, she does.
Hey, Gerard Butler is great in the Olympus movies. I love those.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite lines.
Role is him in the How to Train Your Dragon. He does.
Oh, Stoic the Viking.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that was him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Yes.
new scene of Kingdom's out. New season, yes.
I did not know that.
Good season.
I know what I'm going to be watching this week.
Wait a minute. There's a new season of Kingdom.
Yep, new season of Kingdom.
And
No,
with
the
that,
last, the last is it Kingdom or Last Kingdom?
The
Rachel,
Last Kingdom. The
Oh,
new season
Last
dropped
Kingdom.
last week. That's the best show on Netflix in my
did you
opinion.
watch it, Hadley? Did you watch it?
I started about halfway finished.
Oh,
I
you're
could
gonna
have
dig
just
it.
purged. It's really good. The whole
You're
thing
gonna
is
dig
good.
it. You're gonna dig it, and I got spoiler alert. It's got a good ending.
It's the
Bam!
last season, isn't it?
What's
Yep.
the Last Kingdom?
It's a Viking
Vikings.
story.
Bernard Cromwell, is that the
Yeah.
author? It's based on his series. It's incredible.
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
get
great.
my fill of Viking because The Norseman is coming out in a few months with Alexander Skarsgård. So my wife is going to drag me to that movie. And
Hadley told us she's boycotting that movie.
I did.
I doubt it.
I don't know what I was thinking. This was a lie.
The mango vodka is making you forget.
I'm
That's
sorry. My wife dragged me to see Tarzan with Alexander Skarsgård, and it's like, okay, that makes up for every Sharknado movie you had to watch. When Samuel Jackson can't save a movie, it's bad.
When Alexander Skarsgård's abs couldn't save the movie, it was bad.
Now, I didn't think that movie was horrible. I watched it on a plane, and it was okay.
I watched it on a plane and I tried to get out.
Hey, it was better than I watched the Hellboy reboot on the way back, and it was better than the Hellboy reboot.
No, I haven't seen that yet. I can't bring myself to watch
It's all right.
It's okay.
It's
It's
not
okay.
horrible. It's just it's hard to beat the first movie.
it. Yeah. Well, it's hard to be Ron Perlman. He was
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, it is. He's great.
Yeah.
Back to
And
Last Kingdom. Last Kingdom was really good. Scott, you should watch it if you like period movies.
Mhm.
It's very authentic, more so than a lot of others.
Okay.
I preferred it. I never really could get into the Viking series that was on, but the Last Kingdom, it had a lot more historical accuracy. It had really good. I don't know, garb. I liked it.
Garb.
Yeah,
Hellboy
that's what we
Reboot, yeah.
call the clothes.
Garb.
The garb looked good.
I like Lagertha in the Vikings. I was very. I
Well,
liked her character.
Okay, yeah, that's what you liked.
Well, watch
Although
Valhalla.
Chuck-
Watch Valhalla, Rich. Valhalla was pretty good. I was
Yeah.
surprised. I thought it would suck.
Is that the latest one?
That's the latest one with Leif
I have
Erikson.
to watch Last Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh, Last Kingdom. You do. Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Yes.
Gotta watch.
The most put upon man in Viking history.
And you know that little guy did a good job in that actor. The actor did a good job in that role, and I didn't
Yes.
think that he would. But he's a very. I mean, when I say little guy, he's a little man. He's not a big, imposing warrior type.
No, but they're afraid of him on that show.
Yeah.
Dang
Well, I mean,
killer.
he's a bad dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he really did a good
Yeah.
job.
It's a good series. I was thrilled when they were going to have a new one.
Yeah, I thought he said Leif Garrett too.
Leif Garrett. No, Leif Erikson. Leif Garrett discovered Crank. He didn't discover North America.
God, I remember Leif Garrett. I'm old.
I had a
So
girlfriend
what are
with
you
a big
watching?
poster.
So you're
Okay.
watching this new show. What are you watching, Rich?
I have not had time for a lot of TV. I get home and I'm just tired, so I sit down. The dogs attack me for a little while, and then I just kind of I've been going through the Marvel movies in the timeline order, so I get 20 minutes of that, and then I read for a little while, and the dogs just drive me crazy. So I haven't really been watching anything, but
You'll
I think that's going to change. I'm going to try to watch. I'm going to try that Vikings thing. I think Last Kingdom.
Try it. You will like it. And it's got
Sure.
Rutger Hauer in the first couple episodes.
Oh.
So
Definitely
What about
give
you,
it a go.
Scott? What are you watching? What are you doing?
I've been watching weirds. I'm not. It's hard for me to get into a series because it takes up so much time. I don't get writing
Yeah.
done. I've been watching a whole lot of the things I put on my watch list on Amazon Prime, and so many of them I've made it 15 minutes and just shut it off. The last one I made it through was that zombie comedy Eat Brain Love which you got turned by having sex with the zombie, not getting bitten, and it's just bizarre.
Sounds bizarre.
But it's funny too.
Is it? Is it? I think I saw it advertised on one of the channels, like on Amazon somewhere, I believe. That new Ryan Reynolds movie was awesome.
Yeah,
Which
it was
one?
good.
Adam Project.
Do we want to do it for next week?
Adam Project.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Or do
It's on
y'all want to do
Netflix.
something?
Oh, okay.
It's a
one
time-
there's one that just came out, but it's like $20 to rent.
Oh no, it's on Netflix, Scott, and it's a time travel.
Oh,
So right up your
It's
alley.
well done.
It was
All
on
right.
our list, so we just need to pick another one.
All right.
War Horse.
I don't know.
War
Those two don't
Horse.
really seem to go together.
They don't at all.
Yeah.
So we need to find another horse movie. God damn it, or another war movie.
I can come up with a horse movie. Give me a hot second. I'll find a movie to pair it
Well,
with.
why don't we do the Adam Project just because it's hot right now,
Yeah, let's do that.
and we could do the horse things the week after that or something.
Yeah, we can do
Let's do the
all
horse
kinds
thing
of horse
around
movies.
Easter.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Let's have
Easter
a family.
horses.
Easter horses, yeah.
Easter horses.
They bring you
My
eggs.
birthday's around then. I loved horses when I was little. So
They don't drop Easter eggs though.
Big old. Happy Easter. Clean it up.
For the bad boys and girls.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do along with that movie that you mentioned that I don't remember the name?
The Adam Project.
Adam Project.
okay, so it's a sci-fi. So let's pair it with a sci-fi movie. What
We
do you
will
think?
pair it with the sci-fi.
How about a sci-fi time travel movie, The Tomorrow War?
The Tomorrow War.
Ooh.
Oh, did we do
Yeah.
a show on that though?
Did we?
Tomorrow.
Not us.
Is
Not this-
that
not
the
this
one?
form.
Is that the one with Chris Pratt?
Yes.
That's a
Oh,
fantastic.
oh, wait a minute. How about Don't Look Up?
Don't.
Oh, I don't think I can do that and be like not politically incorrect.
Yeah,
Why? Let's don't look up.
it's
new
a political
movie
movie.
Yeah, it's very political. It's
Oh,
about
It attacks
all
both
stuff.
sides. It's actually pretty good. It's a
Yeah,
good flick.
It is
text
very
both
It's
good.
about
sides.
the end of the world.
Yeah.
There's a meteor about to crash into, or an asteroid about to crash
what-
into Earth.
Where's
And,
that?
There are aliens in it.
Yeah.
Netflix or Amazon Prime?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Don't
It's
look
just got
up.
Leonardo DiCaprio. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Half the I mean, one side doesn't believe it's coming, and the other side is trying to convince that it is coming. And,
Yeah.
but
Mask
they're
or
not.
no
They're
mask?
pretty
Yeah,
much everybody's an asshole in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
Well, the one person who's telling the truth, she gets blackballed across the
Yeah.
social media channels.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
And it's acting's good.
He is
and,
funny,
and,
Linda.
and you get some feels too, especially at near the very end with DiCaprio. You're like, oh, and everybody, the rest of the cast, I
Yeah.
guess, the main cast.
I'll have
Yeah,
to
we can
watch
do
that.
that.
So we're
That's
gonna
fun,
do that, and we're gonna do Adam Project.
Why don't we do that? Yeah, that sounds good.
Adam
So
Project.
don't look
and
up an Adam Project.
Don't look
All
up
right.
an Adam Project.
both on Netflix.
And Hadley, you can go. Yes, you can go any way you want.
What does that mean?
No, you said you're gonna go political.
Politically,
You can go anywhere.
politically.
Yes,
I
yes.
Okay, we'll do it.
Got Guy Ritchie on the brain there.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm googling horse movies. What's the horse movie?
Seabiscuit.
Well, when's the
Oh,
Kentucky Derby?
Great flick. Seabiscuit's a great
This is
flick.
what happens when I drink. It's like.
Well, when's the Kentucky Derby? We can do it that week.
Ooh,
we can
that's
Oh,
a good
mint
idea.
juleps.
Oh, there we go. And we can wear hats.
I can
We
put
can
a
all
hat
wear
in my
hats.
avatar.
There you go.
Kentucky Derby is May
The
7th.
big one, those big crazy what was it?
Why don't we do it then?
Yeah, let's do
Sure.
it. Then.
And have a
Look,
Kentucky
it'll be
Derby
here
show.
before we know it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I will. So,
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby show, and we can promote the hell out of it. Oh, that'd be fun. We can make it a drinking show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I think that's a
Mimosas.
fine plan.
All right. All right. So, Kentucky Derby show it is. Nice. That'd be fun.
We ought to do sometime the Chris Pratt movie for Tomorrow War, and it's the one with Tom Cruise. I can't think of the name of it. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's like
it's
Groundhog Days meets Independence Day.
What was that?
kill
But
and
it's-
kill
but
and
it's
repeat.
good.
Yeah.
It's yeah, that's the what the heck is the name
It's
of that movie?
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of
Edge-
Tomorrow.
yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah.
I hate to admit I love that movie.
So I generally don't like that type of movie, but
Mhm.
that was really done
Yeah.
well, and I liked it too.
Yeah.
It was. It
We'll
was.
do that one maybe around Memorial Day or something, because it'll be not real serious, but kind of.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. I'm curious what everybody is drinking this evening. That's what Jennifer says.
Iced coffee.
Cheap, mass-produced American fizzy beer.
I was.
I'm having, I had a mango and vodka.
I'm drinking a diet cherry cola because I got to go out later tonight. So don't want no tickets.
Landis having Chardonnay.
Nice.
Well, that's nice.
Nice. Well, tip one
She's
for
so
us.
ladylike.
Ash-
Ashley's having vodka.
Tip one for us too. Tea.
Morgana's having tea.
Tip one for us.
Fancy pants.
Fancy pants. Yeah, I didn't feel like St. Patrick's Day today. Just
No, if I'd had some Guinness, I would have drank it.
I was too busy. I was just way too busy to do anything really. Makes me sad.
yeah.
Rachel Tully's
It's
having
better to be
Modelo.
busy than sitting around being bored.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I the only way I knew is somebody was wearing green. I was like, oh yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. That's right.
I think
But you know what I don't miss? Getting pinched by people, strangers. I don't miss
Strangers
that.
pinched you? They
Well,
can
when
go
I
to
was
jail for
younger.
that now.
When I was younger. Our kids at school, I guess. I hated that. Didn't you hate that on St. Patrick's Day at school? People come up and pinch you.
I always wore green. I didn't get pinched.
I tried that with my
might be
wife
a
and-
California thing.
Yeah.
I tried that with my wife when she got home from work. She wasn't happy. She's not Irish. Neither am I though. So
I'm Irish, so. Like
now you see,
60%.
Rich had the best. He could have gone to Boston today.
Oh, so now I know
Oh, yeah.
who that is.
Yeah.
That's our friend Henry Tully.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
I was wondering.
all right,
Who's-
Tully.
Who's this
Yeah.
Rachel Tully and why does she know me?
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Rachel Tully, nice to meet you."
Thanks for showing up, lady.
And he didn't say anything. When we said, hey, Rachel, he's like, I'm just,
They
Probably
must be
screw it.
talking about somebody else.
yeah.
200 pounds of corned beef.
And that was just for him.
And
Oh.
crawfish. I want to know how the crawfish played into the 200 pounds of corned beef.
Morgana was so impressed that Rachel was watching.
That's right. By the way, on Friday nights now, Weird Awakenings goes live at, 8 p.m., 7 or 8 p.m.?
Wow, nice.
So, yeah. Weird Realities is doing more and more live shows. So, y'all be on
Live
the
is
lookout.
definitely fun.
Yes.
It
It
is.
is.
Yeah, good crew.
7 Central. Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's what happened to me today. I'm gonna blame that.
Oh, we got to stick to one time zone. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter which one it is, but we got to stick to it. And we might only have one time from now on. They might be getting rid of daylight savings time. So
Yeah.
That would
But
be
they will
interesting.
still keep the time zone difference, won't they?
yeah, the time zone will be the same, but
Well, they should get away with that.
But like once a year, you won't have to like spring ahead, fall behind. Though my wife
Exactly.
misses that. She loves that extra hour of sleep.
I do too.
Well, I mean, that's the good part of it. But the spring forward's the part that sucks.
it does. But now that we're already there, I mean,
Yeah.
we could just keep it and be happy and have a little bit later sun.
Yeah, that's true. Even-
That's funny, Morgana. But yeah, we should pick one time zone. Doesn't matter
Sound-
which one. Say, hey,
sounds
we're going to
good.
be on at 5 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Central or whatever. We'll leave that to Hadley. She's the boss.
Yeah.
I try and put them all on there because we have somebody in every time zone but Mountain.
Oh, so now we need mountain people.
And Morgana says we should use mountain time. Then everybody be confused. What the? What?
No, at work I'm usually pretty good because I work on Eastern time. Because everybody I work with is on Eastern time. So.
Oh. Well, that's like with you guys. I never, when I do those podcasts and stuff, the interviews with Joe's, I'm usually the only one on Pacific time.
Mhm.
It's like, I know people live, from Colorado back. You know, come on. But
Are you Pacific time?
on Pacific time. Yep.
You're just now realizing that. That's why we never know where he's at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what
For
time is it
some
where
reason, I
Alan's at? It's
thought
like
you were the
4.
next time zone over, but
No, I wish.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it seems like a lot of authors too are not in this area that I know. That I'm friends with and stuff. I mean, a lot of them are where you guys are at and stuff. So it's sad.
A lot of people on the East Coast, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
it's
you're,
the
I
Northeast
mean,
is huge.
the Weird crew primarily is just scattered to the winds.
Yeah. Yep. You two, Scott and Rich, are the closest right now. I think.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, well, they want to
Work on
keep
it,
us
I live close
separated.
and
And
They built. They
part of
tried
the
to build a
government
wall.
thought,
You got to keep them separated.
but he might be blue if he does that.
Well, that's Rich could never turn blue.
I just want you to move to Biloxi. See, she said move to Biloxi.
Alan, weren't you? Was it you or Tina that weren't one of you guys in Biloxi for a while?
Tina was.
Yeah, she was down in Mississippi.
Yeah, she was I wanted to say a Squidward. What do you call it? Squid. She was a squid.
Squid.
She was a squid. She's in the Navy. Yeah, she was over there. Not me.
I didn't even know that there was. Oh, I know. Like there's this Stennis Space Center. There's Keesler, and there's like some weird Navy SEAL place down there.
Mm.
But I didn't know like there was like a regular Navy thing.
I actually have Keesler in my book.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've actually thought about New
If we were
Hampshire,
die.
but I hear that it's cold and that it's expensive to live there.
And where,
Cold,
New Hampshire?
yes. Expensive, no.
No, not
Really?
really.
All right.
No.
The only
Compared to
thing
where
is,
I live, Rich. Think about it.
the farther south you go,
Yeah.
the more Massachusetts people you get.
Yeah.
Because they all like, oh, it sucks here in Massachusetts. Then they moved to New Hampshire, and then they screw up southern New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Damn.
That would be everyone that I know.
Yeah, I live
massholes,
far
exactly.
enough north that when I sit out there on the weekend, writing, I can hear dogs barking, I can hear the goats, I can hear guys shooting AK-47s and rifles.
What are you in Afghanistan?
Well, that's why I
It's
can't
like
hear the
that in
dogs and the
Mississippi,
raccoons is
too.
because of the rifles,
Yeah.
gunshots.
Well, it's like here. You got everybody from California moving over to Nevada. And so when you meet people here, you got to say, I'm from California, but don't hold that against me, But
Well, you're a
They-
transplant, right? From
yeah.
California?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm a California native. Beautiful state. Votes badly. So.
Right.
Yes.
It's just,
We got a
You
goat farm two doors over. And when the dogs were younger, when they'd run off, they would go down and play with the goats. The owner didn't mind because he said they were the only dogs in the neighborhood that didn't chase them or attack them. They'd go up and like the goats in Walter would lick each other through the fence.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I got a funny story concerning goats and dogs. We have some goats that live next door, and there was a dog that somehow got into the next door neighbor's yard, and the goat knocked that dog senseless. It was just one of these bang, and that dog was down, and it was I was like, killed the dog. Oh my god, the dog's dead. But the dog ended up getting up and going away. But man, that goat knocked that dog out.
That's probably the only thing that would get through to Boo.
Yeah.
No, because he'd think it was the game and would like headbutt him back.
I don't know if it knocked him out. It might slow him down some.
we had a Nubian goat when I was a teenager, and we had like an acre and a half of property. And we lived on a corner. The high school was across the street from our house, and the elementary school was to the left. So my kid's sister, she was in grade school at the time. We're like 9 years. There's a 9 years difference. And she walked to school, and the goat had jumped a fence with our dogs and walked through the elementary school looking for her. Stopped at her classroom and Puritan. The teacher looks at my sister and she said, "Are those yours?" And someone actually stole that Nubian goat.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. But we're in a high traffic area. We had a main street going by our house.
Yeah.
High traffic
Walter,
goat theft area.
Yes, high traffic. Apparently.
no, my dog Walter once got on the school bus with Maddie, and I had to go down and pull him off the bus. The kids were happy. The driver wasn't.
Yeah, goats are really personable. Your girlfriend. Who let my wife on this thing?
You did.
We love her here. One of the last text messages I got from my dad that I kept was he sent me. He built houses, and where I lived, he had built the houses in the neighborhood. So he would come down to make sure everything was fine and the houses under construction. And he sent me a text message, and it was like, "Did you get a goat?" Because he knows like I'm a rescuer, and I get the animals, and I'm always finding puppies and kittens. And he's like, "Do you have a goat?" And I said, "No." And he's like, "There are two." Really, he called them show goats. They were very handsome goats, apparently. But there were two goats loose in my neighborhood, and he's like, "You better not adopt them." And I sent him a picture of these two alpacas, which, if y'all know alpacas, they're very cute and cuddly, and they look like they're smiling. And I said, "No, I want an alpaca first." So I have that on my refrigerator to remind me of him. But those show goats were hilarious.
Show goats.
Show goats.
Show goats. See, I told you. Oh, that could be a movie. Show goats instead of showgirls. Show goats. Real big and never mind.
Oh, we gotta leave it right there.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
And on
The
that note,
jihad put against us.
Yeah. Yes. I was gonna say something about goat, but never mind. Mine went blank. Oh, they're good though. My sister got along really good with her goat, and it would eat everything. It kept a fire break around our property, which was nice.
Yeah.
But it took it forever to do that. But you couldn't leave anything out because it would eat it.
I'm the same way. Just eat everything.
That's good
Seafood
to
diet.
know. That's good to know. When we go on that road trip, that's good to know, man.
Oh yeah, that's something we definitely need to do.
Rich is driving. Scott's in the
Well,
back.
Little.
I call shotgun Scott.
All right. I'll sit in the back with whatever animals we kidnap.
Nubian goats.
Yeah.
We are actually well past our hour.
Oh, we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, we
I'm
went way
sorry.
over.
See,
Look at-
pour a
It's
little
all this-
vodka in my cup and see what happens.
We get into this goat talk. That's what it
Okay.
is. Hello, tonight
I was
on
thinking
Goats
I was
Are
gonna
Us.
Call this the goat episode.
There you go. The goat snatch episode. But
Right.
be sure to put a slash between those two words.
I got really excited when I saw another episode of Kingdom was on. I was like, wait, what? And then it was Last Kingdom, which I definitely have to try as well.
You should. You do.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you, Landa. Oh, I think I'm getting away. Oh, I got to go, folks.
All right.
Night, guys.
All right.
Again,
All the snatch talk.
Let's talk.
All the snatch
Yes.
talk. What books do y'all have coming out soon? Come on,
Ugh.
tell everybody what's going on.
I'm stymied. I'm trying to get edits done on that book, and I haven't done it in weeks. And I keep telling myself tomorrow, and it just never happens. So tomorrow I'm gonna try and.
Why don't you tell yourself that you'll give yourself 2 weeks of doing whatever else and look at it in 2 weeks.
I did that about 2 weeks ago. Didn't work so well. But no, I really got to get on this because it's been sitting there for quite a while. I've just been too busy at working with things that happen here. So hopefully I can get that done real soon and crank it out.
Good.
What about you, Scott? I know you had a book coming out this month.
Hopefully I'll still get it out. The Nurse Alyssa versus the Zombies 8. That thing got delayed like about 6 to 8 weeks because of everything going on. But when I took the time off, I got bored and I sat down and I did the first draft of edits, and I'll hopefully have it all finished and ready to go in the next 10 days. I got the cover for it and everything. So once it's up for pre-order, I'll let everyone know. Um, German edition of Nurse Alyssa 3 went up today for pre-order.
Nice.
I am working on a collective novel with an espionage theme, so that's kind of fun. And I'm about to start the next Tatiana paranormal book.
Cool.
Wow, prolific.
Very
I hope
good.
to be.
Very good, sir.
Very busy.
Very good.
Alan?
I'm waiting on Hunt the Night to come out from Silent Studios. I submitted it like a month and a half ago, and so I'm just waiting to hear back from them. And I've been working on my Vela story, Falling Darkness. I've got a couple more episodes that came out. I got rejuvenated on that, so I've been working on that, and some short stories and Operation Zulu 4.
Me too.
Yeah, she's just happy when I write. Yeah, yeah. I'm
I
the
need to catch
worst.
up on your Vela. I have lost count.
Oh, that's fine because I'm just catch. I needed to catch up with it, so that's fine. But that's it.
All right. Well, like I said, we're doing fun and exciting things here at Weird Realities, and we're going live more and more often. So if you get a chance, be sure to check us out. And as always, you can find us on Fringe FM at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for a highlight reel of the week before. So be sure to check us out. There's lots of fun stuff coming from Alan and Joe Hansen with some great authors. I think I just saw something from Mr. W.J. Lundy. I could be wrong about
Yes.
that,
No. Yes.
but
You're right.
some exciting stuff, guys. Be sure to check us out. And you can always find us at all the places. And number one is going to be through our link tree. And that's linktr.ee/weird realities with a Y. Until next time, stay weird.
Good night.
Ciao.
Thanks.